Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hey guys.
I just want to say good morning because not only can Scott go on lake location, but I can go on the dreaded location. But I still have a view of the water. I have the view of the fishing boats and the yachts. So it's not so bad. It's not so bad. And Scott has been a busy person. He went to Oceans before I got to go to Oceans. And I wanted to go to Oceans last night. Well, not last night. Well, that's another story. They did so much to me last night that my last procedure stopped at 6:25 and I got to my room at 6:25 with no food. Um I was very upset. I was frustrated. I was I was livid. But then Rob from Cruise Brothers and Lucky calmed me down until the medicine they gave me to calm down took effect. So that's how I spent my last week. So welcome in everybody. How y'all feeling?
We're good. Scott, I think he may have went somewhere.
Scott's on location.
Yep.
I would go somewhere too. I want to go on a cruise. A 4-day cruise. That's what I want. Just a 4-day.
Well, Cheryl, I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. Well, at least you're hanging in there.
Hmm.
I know what it is to be in hospital, so hang in there. You know,
Yep.
And I
it's
knew
better
they
to
was
be
going
there
to.
than be home. So,
Yeah, and I got up to pain yesterday,
yeah.
but I I had to do it. I had to do the show, but I was in so much pain yesterday
Mhm.
that it hurt me to touch me, and that's what made me get up and go. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Don't worry, you're hanging in there. So
We got that good.
Yes.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's like me. It took me days to finally put it in my head that I needed to get checked out, and when I finally went, I end up in intensive care. So
See, why do we do that, Eddie? Because I didn't want to come to the hospital.
hard headed, you know,
I didn't.
hard headed. That's all it is.
Yeah,
You know.
Alice made up her mind to do something and she did it. I'm not that way when it comes to doctors. I
Yeah,
don't.
Yep.
that's the way it is. You know.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I am Jeremy. This is Scott. Over here up top is Eddie, and that is the beautiful Cheryl. Good morning. For
Hey,
those
everybody.
for those of you that are here for the replay, please type in the word hashtag replay in the comments section. That way we know that you were here. But for those of you that are here right now, good morning and welcome in Cruise Nuts.
Good morning.
Next up in the chat is Kathy Mills. Good morning.
Good morning.
Next up in the chat is Yo. Good morning, everyone. Hit that like, y'all. Eddie Lugo Studios.
Viva la raza!
That's right. That's right. And happy Taco Tuesday to everybody. We got a hashtag bananas from the Cruise Nuts. Yep. Mike and Rihanna says, good morning, everyone in the chat, and happy Taco Tuesday.
Right.
Yep. We bringing tacos back. Captain Billy J Travels, ahoy there. Good morning.
Welcome.
Oh, snap. Bruce with Ocean to Ocean Travel has made it in. Good morning.
Who let that guy keep coming in here? Who the hell is this copy guy? Who lets him in?
Osang Rakatera, good morning. Thank
Good
you.
morning.
Good evening. They're in the Philippines.
Oh, nice. Snap First Lady has made it in. Good morning, Cheryl. Oh,
Hey,
no, I hope you are feeling better soon.
Me too. I
And
really do.
we got Mountains to Sea crew has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Emily has made it in. Good morning.
Emily! Emilia!
Yep. Cruising with Keith has made it in. Hello.
What's up?
New York.
Yes. Emily says, glad to see Miss Cheryl today. That's right. And then Traveling with Tinkerbell has made it in. Good morning. From somewhere at sea, wishing you a great day. Hope you feel better soon.
Me too. I'm somewhere at sea as well.
Right, right.
Me too.
And let's see.
Where the East Coast.
The Z Show Cruise Fund has made it in. Good morning, content creators.
Good morning, Z. Z called me
Texas.
yesterday too.
Mm-hmm.
Texas.
And we had a lot of laughs.
Cruising with Keith says, get well, Cheryl. I will pray for your speedy recovery.
Thank you.
Yep. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation has made it in. Hello.
Hi.
And it says, Cheryl, we're thinking about you and hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Yep. The Z Show Cruise Fund says, can't wait for you to get out of the hospital. You're probably in one of the greatest hospitals in
Texas.
That's right. UTMB. Great hospital.
It really is.
Great hospital. PK Adventure Travels has made it in. Good morning.
What's up?
Yep.
What's up? What's up?
And PK Adventure Travels, we will work on you a sound. I'm not sure which way we can go with that, but we'll look for you one. Najuma Brown has made it in. Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
And let's see. Oh, okay. We got an anniversary happening here. Cruise with Keith says yesterday was 1 year when I put up my first YouTube video for my channel. That'll work.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's good.
And Mike and Rihanna sending positive vibes your way.
I'm feeling them. I'm feeling those positive vibes.
Tanisha came in with the day of the day. I heard about this one on the big news. It says, good morning. Happy National Strawberry Day. National Kahlua. National Kahlua Day.
Oh.
National Polar Bear Day. And National Retro Day. It's a
I
good
love
day to
the
celebrate.
Strawberry Day. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
I can eat a whole crate of those things.
Yep. Captain Billy J says, I wish Eddie was at sea, lost at sea. Oh, you know.
That could be arranged, Cappy. Don't worry.
Sea Lake Journeys has come in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. She ended up in the hospital. It was hurting her to breathe just to do that basic thing. So we had to get her on down there and get it checked out. House of X Entertainment Inc. has came in. Good morning.
Good morning.
the party. Welcome to the party.
You know, they were texting back and forth with me yesterday too. They were checking in and everything. So thank you guys so much. Marjorie has made it in. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi.
And she said, you looking so beautiful with your beautiful smile.
Mm.
And see, like Journey says the same thing. Cheryl looks way too good to be in a hospital. Get well soon.
Oh God, I am.
Good. And
I am.
thank you for that donation of fresh fruit. Captain Billy J, he gave you some strawberries.
Love strawberries.
Yep. And we
I
are.
wish I had some strawberries.
And
I can call room service here if you want.
I know, right?
Stop it. Stop it.
Gotta love that NCL room service, huh?
I am telling Elizabeth on you.
Cheryl's in a suite right now.
Yep. But we don't have any ships in today, but I wanted to show you what the current situation is here. It is windy. We are waking up to 66 degrees Fahrenheit with 100% humidity, 21 mile an hour winds, and windy. If you are still here this afternoon around sail away time, your forecast is as follows: 72 degrees, 83% humidity, 19-mile-an-hour winds, and windy. So
Is that cloudiness?
it's cloudy and windy. Look.
Yeah.
Yep. Just for the rest of the week, it's not going to be good. Wind and rain for the foreseeable future. And then I checked in to see where our ships were, and the Carnival Breeze, the Regal Princess, and the Harmony of the Seas are all at sea. The Carnival Dream is at Freeport, Bahamas. The Jubilee is Mahogany Bay. The Norwegian Prima is in Cox and Hole, Roatan, Honduras. And the Voyager of the Seas is in Cozumel. Everybody's spread out. So that'll work. Let me see who else has made it in here. Yep, Leonard Family Fun. Sorry to hear that. Get well soon. Yes. And oh, snap. Okay, we got a hold on.
Hey,
We got
a super chat.
from you
And you.
and you.
Thank you.
And you.
Yes.
Thank you, Marjorie.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me get off of this one. And then, okay.
Now see.
We are still caught up in the chat, and everybody knows what time it is. It is time for Jeremy to go bananas. All righty. Well, welcome to the segment of the show called Jeremy Goes Bananas, where I attempt to read what happened on this day in history. We are looking at Tuesday, February 27th, and on this day in 1776, at the Battle of Moores Creek Bridge, North Carolinian revolutionaries defeated loyalists during the American Revolution. In 1807, American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was born in...
Okay, pop me out. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, pop me out.
I'll just mute you. Or,
Okay.
yeah, remove. Okay. And let's see. In 1807, American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was born in Portland, Massachusetts, now in Maine. In 1884, Paul Kruger, president of the South African Republic, signed a treaty in London that disavowed British authority over the Transvaal. In 1886, American lawyer and politician Hugo Black, who as a Supreme Court justice was known for his support of the doctrine of total incorporation, was born. In 1902, American novelist John Steinbeck, who was best known for The Grapes of Wrath, which summed up the bitterness of the Great Depression decade and aroused widespread sympathy for the plight of migratory farm workers, was born. In 1932, American actress Elizabeth Taylor, whose career, heightened by an award-winning portrayals of emotionally volatile characters, was often overshadowed by her highly publicized personal life, was born in London.
London, wow.
In 1933, in Berlin, the Parliament building caught fire, a key event in the establishment of the Nazi dictatorship. In 1951, the 22nd Amendment, which effectively limited to 2 the number of terms a U.S. president may serve, was ratified. In 1967, St. Kitts and Nevis with Anguilla became an independent state associated with the United Kingdom.
It is Anguilla.
Anguilla? Okay. In 1968, during a news broadcast, American journalist Walter Cronkite, who was considered the most trusted man in America, broke from his usual objectivity to predict the Vietnam War could only end in a protracted stalemate. His commentary was credited with changing the U.S. public's opinion of the conflict. In 1973, 200 members of the American Indian movement forcefully took the reservation hamlet of Wounded Knee, South Dakota. In 1991, U.S. President George H.W. Bush ordered a ceasefire effective at midnight and declared victory in the Persian Gulf War, a conflict triggered by Iraq's invasion and occupation of Kuwait in August 1990. In 2008, American editor and author William F. Buckley Jr., who became an important intellectual influence in politics as the founder and editor-in-chief of the journal National Review, which he used as a forum for conservative views and ideas, died at the age of 82. And finally, on this day in 2015, American actor Leonard Nimoy, who was best known for his portrayal of the stoic, cerebral Mr. Spock in the sci-fi TV and film franchise Star Trek, died at the age of 83. And that will do it for On This Day in History. And Cheryl, if you're ready to come back up, give me a thumbs up.
Doesn't look like it. She's probably getting blood or something.
Yeah, it looked like
Or having breakfast.
Okay. Well, we will. Oh, wait. I got a hand wave. Hang on. Add to stage. Hello.
No, I can't add you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
Bye.
And let's see. Who else has made it in here? I haven't seen. Okay. Eddie can do the Mr. Spock thing. What's the, yeah, like Nanu?
Yeah. Even though I'm a Star Wars fan, not a Star Trek.
Right. I knew I was going to have some blowback on this one, at least from you two. Yep. We are Star Wars people, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
I'm both, actually.
Yeah.
So, both Star Wars and Star Trek.
Mm.
I mean, I like the new movies now with Chris Pine. I like those. But the old show and the series and all that, never really got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
At all.
Well,
I fall asleep to Star Trek every single night and have for the last 20 years.
Okay.
When I had a VHS, I would put them in VHS and then disc and then streaming services. And then when they all went away because Paramount Plus got started, then I had to subscribe to Paramount Plus so I could get them all and stream them at night.
Right. Yeah, we got certain shows that we do too, but you got to subscribe to that certain thing. I don't know, that drives me insane. It's like, let's unify some stuff.
But I subscribe to Paramount Plus specifically so that I can continue to fall asleep to Star Trek every single night.
That'll work. Well, we are all caught up in the chat again, which means that it is now time for Scott to bring us the cruise and travel industry news.
Oh my goodness.
Good morning, Cruise News with Scott in the getaway.
Yep. And the
And Buffalo wings.
Virgin. Oh, wait. Before I bring the news, let me do something here real quick. I want to present. Nope. Sorry. Scratch that. I'm not able to do it because I used the wrong browser to do it. All right. So here we go. Moving on. Virgin Voyages deploys unmatched internet speed at sea. So Virgin Voyages has announced its partnership with SES to deploy a combination of connectivity systems, including SES Cruise Empowered and Starlink Pro across its fleet, which they are nicknaming Pretty Fly for Wi-Fi. So the technologies combined medium and low Earth orbit satellite coverage and geostationary satellites. According to SES and Virgin, guests will be able to enjoy unprecedented connectivity speeds of up to 1.5 gigabits per second per ship. And I'm thinking that's pretty incredible. Virgin Voyages is the first cruise operator to utilize the combination of these satellite systems, setting a new standard for at-sea internet connectivity. Our exclusively adult-only cruise experience are underpinned by unmatched levels of connectivity at sea that mirrors those available on land. So we are excited to partner with SES to offer our guests and our crew this level of connectivity, which is unlike any other in the market. So it goes on to say here that the geostationary satellite orbits the Earth at the same rate that the Earth rotates. This means that it stays in the same position relative to the Earth's surface. And modern geostationary satellite systems can use high throughput satellites that offer much greater bandwidth capacity. So the article rounds out with that SES Cruise Empowered and Starlink Pro service will have high performance connectivity without data limits. However, whether or not Virgin will be offering the system free of charge has not been announced. So for those of you who don't know, part of the Virgin Voyage fare or ticket price does include unlimited Wi-Fi. So it's unclear here whether or not that will include this new faster, higher speed service. So moving on, Princess Cruises makes guests think twice before canceling. Princess Cruises, part of Carnival Corporation, has unveiled a new and much stricter cancellation policy affecting all cruises booked on or after March 4th, 2024. Under the new policy, guests plan to cancel their cruise must do so with more notice than previously required to avoid losing the full cost of the trip. Reservations made before this date will still be subject to the existing cancellation policy. For cruises ranging from 1 to 24 days, a cancellation made 30 days or less before the departure date will result in 100% forfeiture of the total cruise fare. For longer cruises, 25 days or more, the penalty threshold extends to 60 days before embarkation. In a statement, the cruise line said the following: effective with new bookings made on March 4th, a 100% cancellation fee policy will shift to 30 days prior to the sail date. So it says here, for guests embarking on shorter cruises between 1 and 24 days, the cancellation fee structure is as follows. No fee for cancellation made 90 days or more before the sail date, 25% for 75 to 89 days, 50% for 61 to 74 days, and those canceling 31 to 60 days prior will incur 75%. And then, of course, 30 days or less is 100%. So for itineraries of 25 days or longer, such as the World Cruise, the cancellation fees are even stricter, potentially costing guests tens of thousands of dollars in case of the cancellation. So no fee for cancellations 120 days or more. 113 to 119 days is 30%. 50% applies to 61 to 112 days, and 100% for 60 days or less. So more nickel and diming from Princess. The recent adjustments to the cancellation policy from Princess Cruises presents yet another example of how the cruise line appears to be increasing fees and a broader trend of the Los Angeles-based cruise line finding ways to extract more value from its guests, which includes the introduction of new package deals. As Princess Cruises enforces these tighter cancellation windows, guests now face the challenge of losing significant amounts of money or being locked into their travel plans much earlier.
And that's the way the news goes.
All right. Well, we got a stormtrooper in the house. What's up? I know that's right. Let's see. Mike and Rihanna says Scott and his bougie Starbucks coffee. I know I had
So on this particular sailing, I decided I was going to upgrade to the recently, I think for the last year or so, everyone who books onto NCL has an option of booking kind of a standard pricing. The standard pricing they want to offer it includes a package called Free at Sea. It includes a basic alcoholic drink package, a limited Wi-Fi package, 150 minutes, and a couple of other bells and whistles, not anything necessarily to write home about, but. And then, of course, there's always the upgrade option. So the upgrade option is free at CA+. It includes unlimited Wi-Fi. It includes a broader alcohol package that includes top shelf alcohol and some other things as well. It includes like soda and a whole bunch of things. It includes this water that's in a box, which is by the way, Mike, a product of Canada. And then, of course, it includes unlimited Starbucks coffee. So yes, so I am definitely going to take full advantage of the Starbucks coffee on this cruise. So this is already my second one. So.
Well, that'll work. Captain Billy J says, computer, replicate butter toast and grape juice. and Antoinette had fun has made it in. Hey, friend.
Good morning.
And let's see who else has made it in. Everybody is speaking to each other, and there's some I think it's some duck hiding instructions here. You can have fun with duck hiding on the ship. But I know we decided to take our tags off if we're going to bring ducks. They just won't have tags on them, because I know that they're coming down on people for advertising.
I've been giving them to the employees.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Captain Billy J says, that is Star Wars, Eddie, not Star Trek. Eddie does have poor aim, pew pew.
I will miss him. Get in front of me. I'll shoot you down. Copy.
Yep. And Chet's looking for droids. Okay. Emily asked a question. Anyone know the latest on the NCL Dawn down by Africa?
Only that they've been cleared to sail, so I guess the situation on board is resolving itself.
That'll work. And let's see. All right. We are all caught up in the chat. And Scott has presented a question to everybody here. It says, how do you spend embarkation day?
So normally I like to get to the ship very late. I don't think this particular embarkation was probably no different. I think I got to the ship around 1:00 in the afternoon, and the embarkation process in the port was slow and clumsy. It took a little more than an hour to get into line and through the line and get my card and get on board, but otherwise, I, of course, went straight to my muster station, which in this case happened to be literally right inside the ship. So right as I walked off of the promenade deck into the interior of the ship and scanned my card onto the ship, right there was my station. So I was able to just scan it and be done with it. So I went straight to my room, and this particular time, I spent most of the time in my room until I ventured out last night for a late dinner, and then came back to my room. I was very tired. I didn't get much sleep the night before, and the train ride and everything else, so it was just a long day for me. But normally, I spend the embarkation day exploring the ship a little bit and checking out, especially when I'm on a brand new ship that I've never been on before. But I plan to do that today. So
okay, that'll work. Eddie,
We get in usually early, around between 9 and 10. If our check-in time is 10 or 10:30, we get there around 9:00. Go straight to the handicap area, wait in line. Once we're going, we go straight to the muster area, get that done, and then head to the buffet area. Where we sit down, breakfast or whatever they have. Usually lunch by the time we make it, but I usually will have coffee and a sandwich. Alice might have something more heavier, and then we just sit there and chill there till about 1:30, 2:00 till the cabins get open. Or if we are in a walking around mood, then we go down to the atrium or the lobby and stay there till it's time to go to the cabin. Once that happens, then we make it to the cabin and bring the luggage in, put the stuff away, if anything, lay down for about an hour, and then relax. Let the stress of the whole day, the moving around, all that stuff, get out of our system, and then we get up and go around the ship. By then, Alex already checked out the daily, whatever is happening on the ship that day, and we usually make it to the either still a sail away, if a late sail away, or whatever's happening in the Lido area. We go up there and hang out, do a few things, check out the ship if it's a new ship, or any activities that are going on, and then plan where we're gonna go for dinner. And if there's a show later that night, we'll go to the show, and then finally back to the cabin and a nice shower, watch TV for a bit, relax, mellow out, and then around 11 o'clock, midnight, depending on what time. If there's an Oceans or a local on the cruise, we definitely go there around 10 something, 10:30, get a snack, which I usually get an apple pie a la mode with a glass of water or milk. And she gets usually the cheesecake also with a glass of milk or water. And then I'm back to the cabin and, shower and bed. That's, we get a very relaxed day the first day. Then now the next day, that's when we usually get up early and then go out there and really start our day.
Nice. Let's see. For us, what we do is we like to get there kind of mid-morning. That way, at least we're in the time frame of whenever we're done with security and all that good stuff. We can just go straight to the room. It'll be open boarding. Baby, give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come back up. All right. Here she is. Okay. And then, we do our muster absolutely first thing. We go get our boarding pass scanned, and then we start looking for food. This past cruise, we went down to Indulge, and Indulge was closed. So we went up to the Lido buffet, and I couldn't believe the quality of the food. It was just amazing on the Prima. After we eat and everything, the rooms get ready. We go back to the room. We unpack completely, and put the bags up underneath the bed, and then maybe if our lunch was big enough, we'll take a nap, and then we start getting ready for the activities of the evening. Good question. And let me see. Sea Lake Journey says no, cholera was found on that ship. So I know that they're working through that conundrum right now. They had 2 more days before they can disembark. That's the same ship, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know they're working through all of that. It's a sad thing that that they did that. And let's see. PK Adventure Travel says Star Wars is far superior to Star Trek. Eddie, you will probably like this. I went to Galaxy's Edge and Disney's Hollywood Studios and paid the money to build my own lightsaber.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so when I was there last month with my son, he wanted to do that, but we weren't sure how we were going to get it home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I won't be getting a lightsaber because I like this side more than the other side.
Oh, the dark side. Okay, that'll work.
Empire, baby.
And Leonard Family Fun says, I'd like to arrive at the time we are to arrive, board, do muster, unpack, get lunch, and get ready for sail away. No sail away this time, but I survived. Yeah, I know. It wasn't something that I was excited to go to anyway. Because
I did not go to sail away on this particular time either, because I was actually just here a couple of weeks ago and sailed out. And I've sailed out of New York a bunch of times. There's only so much video a man needs of, the New York skyline and the Verrazano Bridge and so on and so on. So
right.
Sorry about that. Neurology came in. and they wanted to feel all the sore spots, and really I wanted to kick them in the face.
Mm.
But I'll be good.
Yes.
You'd be
Be
good.
nice, all right? Be nice.
Okay.
Mm.
Sea Leg Journey says, sorry, it was not found on that ship. All clear. Well, that'll work.
Good.
Oh, okay. PK Adventure Travel says you can choose a red crystal and make it a Sith blade. I have a green and red, so I can swap it based on my mood.
Yeah.
Hey.
That'll work.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Nice. That of course, Ryan, is one of the benefits of living only an hour away from Disney.
Yep.
That's right.
And look, baby's got the morning show coaster up. And yeah, we really
My
like it.
union rep has been pimping me out, and I've been passing out stuff at the hospital.
Yep.
I started it in an emergency room, and I'm still doing it now.
Yep.
Well, then the next order of pens I get, I'm gonna send it straight to you.
And it says, I thought Eddie looked familiar. He was an Ewok in Return of the Jedi.
Oh my
Good
God.
morning.
How are you?
Good. Hi.
Man, they keep on coming in.
That's what it is in the morning. Yeah.
Jennifer says, we built a lightsaber as well, and they let us carry them on as a carry-on. The airlines were really careful with it in an overhead bin. They put a few of ours together. Well, that'll work. Yeah, we got some little swag coming out for the
Yeah, well, we flew on Frontier, so I wouldn't trust Frontier.
Yep.
Nope. No.
And Jen says, oh, we have the black, red, white, and purple crystals. Eddie, it is a lot of fun.
I'm not a Jedi fan.
Dude,
Once again, let me show you again what I really like.
Yep. I see it.
That's my thing right there.
Yeah.
Give me a TIE fighter. Then we're talking.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Plaid.
Oh my goodness. They're just all in there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Here we go. It says Captain Billy says that's one of the problems with staying in the hospital. They keep bothering you. Don't let you rest.
True.
Yep.
I agree with that homeboy there. Yeah.
They were on Southwest, so you let it come on through. Grandma UTI has came in. Hello, welcome in.
Hey, Grandma.
All the way from
Hola.
Indonesia. Welcome in. And let's see. I know that we are. Oh, Cruise Nut says we don't fly any other airlines other than American ever again. We don't care the cost, less hassle.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Well, I don't ever fly Frontier either and won't again. Unfortunately, my son and I wanted a convenient option to go straight to Florida nonstop. And from where I live in the tiny little airport that we have there, the only option that flies nonstop to Florida is Frontier. So.
Yep. Never again.
No.
Well, that'll work.
Nope.
All right.
Last
I will go
years,
back to
but
my
I
standard
only
practice of traveling to either Philadelphia, Baltimore, so that I have more options.
The last 5 years, all I've done is Southwest.
Yep. I'm glad they are checking in on Cheryl. Hopefully she will be leaving soon.
Okay. The thing with us, I told Jeremy for Tampa trip, he and the kid will be on the Frontier, and I'll be going American.
That's fake news, ladies and gentlemen. Fake news. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Flying. And Captain Billy J says, I'll be flying Southwest to Vegas at the end of July. Free bags. I know that's right. As long as they're under 50, you're good. And I know that we are a little early, but Eddie, I know that you've been working on this this cruise that you got coming up. So let's see what the details are surrounding it and see if we can get some more people on the ship.
Well, tell you all, everybody, the thing is that there's a cruise coming up in October. October 28th, 2024, this year, on the Carnival Cruise in a Carnival Paradise. We're going to go to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. If you're interested, please get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travels. You can get your cabin going. It's a 6-day cruise leaving out of Tampa. So it's a bunch of creators coming on this one. All of us, we're going to be there. Chris Nuts, Ross from Orange Con Blog, Tinkerbell will be there too. She's taking care of a slot pool. And we're going to have some other activities going on. So if you're interested, come on, get your cabin going. Get your deposit ready. Call Bruce and get it going. And listen to this video.
Who's Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of Calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
That's right. And PK Adventure Travel says, we are flying Alaskan Air to Seattle, Washington in May for our Alaskan cruise. It will be the first for us with them. Let's hope they use enough duct tape to keep the doors closed. LOL.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, man, that's crazy. The airlines are really going through, y'all. Like all of them. And let me see. Scott, I know that you had some footage of the ship. You still got that queued up for the getaway? Like
yeah, so these are the ocean conditions that we're dealing with right now. So it's definitely pretty rough. And of course, I did not see the ocean before I saw the telltale sign of a rough ocean, and that would be the infamous barf bags that they tape all over the ship. So, of course, I was headed down to get my coffee, and I had forgotten about a little note that was placed on my door last night. So I was quite surprised when I got, because from my perspective, it was still very early in the morning. It was about 25 after 7 a.m. And I was very surprised to see that they were playing Sudoku in the atrium. And I thought, boy, that's pretty early for playing Sudoku. I had no idea that they would do such a thing so early. And then I forgot about this. So our first port is Bermuda. So we are actually currently an hour ahead of Eastern time in Atlantic time. So of course it was not 25 after 7. It was 25 after 8. Although I think it's still a little early to be working your brain that way, but hey, if that's what you're into. So then the last thing I wanted to share was this is for Eddie. And I went to grab a quick bite to eat last night before returning to my room for some much needed rest, which I did not really get because the ship was rocking and rolling. And I have these Pullmans that are up here. As you can see, one of them here, and I have another one on the other side. And they were kind of creaking and banging and stuff all night and everything. And the walls on a cruise ship, as you know, are very thin. You can usually hear a lot of stuff, but these are particularly thin, and I have noisy neighbors. So hopefully that settles down. But I did go out and grabbed a quick bite to eat at Oceans. So this is a quick little video pan of the main area of Oceans here on the NCL Getaway. Same menu as pretty much as we had on Prima, but definitely different atmosphere. And I really kind of like it. So I'm definitely going to be spending more time there. I agree with my co-hosts as far as the buffalo wings go. It's awesome that they have a buffalo wing option. They're just not crispy.
Yep.
They are as mushy and as soggy as you would expect them to be if they came out of like an oven or heck, even like a pressure cooker or something like that or whatever. I mean, they were just not crispy. It's kind of a letdown, but otherwise, it'll do in a pinch if you're looking for that buffalo wing fix while you're at sea. So,
Well, that'll work. And CruiseNut says, yes, the Booze 2.0 will be a fun cruise for sure. Get to meet and hang out with all you guys. I promise to behave myself some of the time. LOL. Well, that will work. Some of the time is better. Oh, okay. Snap. She's back.
I had to be a bad patient.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're asking me the same thing over and over and over and over again, and I can't do that. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. So I'm just.
Yeah. Scrow's Nest is checked in. Good morning, and praying for you, Cheryl.
Thank you, sir.
And let's see. Captain Billy J says NCL Getaway Vlogs from South will be available in star date 3535.5.
you know
wow.
it, Captain.
Yep.
You know it, Captain.
Yeah, that's facts right there.
True.
Ouch.
Yep.
But I can say this, though, right? I can say this. Based on my experience so far here on the Getaway, I would say that this is how I feel about it.
Okay. Well, that'll work. And yeah, Emily says, sorry, Cheryl, keeping positive vibes for you. Yes, absolutely. She needs it for sure. And thank you guys for all of your kind words of love and encouragement for Cheryl. God knows she needs it because she's hearing all kind of stuff over there at the hospital. You know, just mixed messages and all that good stuff. Jennifer asked the question, Scott, how do you feel about the internet on NCL?
Okay, so the internet on the Prima was pretty decent. I didn't have too much trouble with it, but I'm definitely having more problems with it here on Getaway. It could have to do with a couple of different things. You know, this obviously an older ship. I did notice that it's not Wi-Fi 6 on this ship, so it is Wi-Fi 6 on the Prima. We're in some bad weather right now and things like that too. So there's a lot, obviously, you know, with satellite internet, it's highly variable, and it's subject to rapidly changing scenarios, you know, with the atmosphere and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, when I watch the replay on the show here or whatever, I'll be able to tell, you know, how my audio and video was consistently through it. I mean, it's for the most part working. I haven't had any disconnects, but it's definitely not as good on this ship as it is on Prima. But on Prima, it was pretty acceptable. So
cool. As you said, would she be able to work from the ship? How fast is the browse? You know, how good is it?
I mean, that really just depends. It depends, you know, really just depends on how. I mean, probably because we're doing video and stuff like that or whatever, and we're streaming from that. So there's probably enough bandwidth on there for you to do it. It'll really just, you know, again, you don't know how hard. Remember, there's only so much bandwidth to go around for the whole ship, and you never know how hard your fellow cruisers are going to be hitting that the internet connection or at what point in time. But historically and typically, you will see more of that towards the end of the cruise as people are, you know, like paying for it by the day or something like that or whatever, and they're willing to pay for it for the last day or the last 2 days versus the beginning of the ship. But it's very hard to say. I'd say that, you know, probably be able to work on from home on it, but, you know, don't hold me to that.
Cool. Kathy Mills has a question. Are you expecting to see a Broadway style show this week? Which one, if you know?
I'm definitely expecting to go to the shows for sure. So I definitely like to go to the shows and just check them out. Now, I don't spend a lot of time doing that necessarily just because it's not typically what I'm into anymore on cruising. Kind of, done obviously a lot of shows. So it really just depends. I definitely will be going to check them out though. I'm not 100% sure what productions are running on the show. I'm going to be relying on the Daily to tell me what's going on with that. So, but yes, definitely we'll be checking it out.
Cool. She also said, love the singing and dancing show Burn the Floor on Epic.
Yes. I love that show too. Yes.
Burn the Floor?
Yes.
Well, that'll work.
I wanna see
Hey,
it again.
look who made it in. Cruising on the high seas.
And travel.
That's right. Good morning.
Robbie.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jennifer
he kept me up last night to see if I was going to get any food.
Mhm.
And we talked and talked and talked.
Yep. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation says, that sounds good. We will be on Encore, so hopefully it is good since it is newish. Thank you so much for answering my questions. That'll work.
I mean, it's possible, right? And if it's Wi-Fi 6, I think you'll get a little bit better of a connection. Wi-Fi 6 isn't necessarily faster, but what it does is it's capable of supporting much more connection density. So when you have a lot of people on a ship all connected in a single area, it can handle that density or that capacity at a much greater rate than Wi-Fi 5. So
yep. Leonard Family Fun says, I was able to do grad school work while on 2 cruises, Carnival Freedom and Royals Liberty of the Seas.
And that's very surprising to hear on Carnival ships, because that's where I've had the worst internet connection unless I've been on Excel. Excel is definitely, but Excel ships have an access point inside every room.
Right.
All the other Carnival ships do not. And even on Venezia, when I sailed out last August, I had definitely iffy internet around the ship just because of the way they had to retrofit a lot of those ships to do the internet. So.
Sure. And Jen says, I was able to work like normal on the Carnival Jubilee. On the Dream, it was hit or miss.
Right. And that's why, right? Because on the XL ships, they have an access point inside every room, and on the Dream. And I think on the Carnival ships, they really, I think they put, in my opinion, I spent 30 years in IT. So in my opinion, on the older Carnival ships, they definitely put too much space between the access points. And of course, the access points are only out in the hall. And it's very easy for you to be in a room where you are just too far away, or even out in the common spaces. Again, too much spacing between the access points. So you can definitely be on the fringe of either one. And that, coupled with density, a high density demand for connections, can definitely result in, kind of poor service. So.
Well, that'll work. And speaking of YouTube and people that may be coming on this afternoon, Eddie, you got that list ready?
No list, but I will tell you that 11 a.m.
A Moment in the Word with Darian.
Thank you. I'm thinking of movement. I say it's not movement.
You sounded like me, Eddie.
Well, I went someplace some other land.
Wow.
1 p.m. will be Roy Mickey's Travels. 1 p.m. Eastern. I know we have what's today? Tuesday. Today's Taco Tuesdays. We have 7 p.m. Traveling with Tinkerbell. It should be on tonight. And then 9 p.m. will be Bruce with Ocean Travel. And then 10 o'clock will be Nautical Nurse Nancy.
All right.
There's no list available yet on Facebook that I was looking at.
Yeah.
But, usually the usual suspects that are around are these fellows
Mhm.
but I'm back and forth. So
Look at what Randy said. Cheryl, when they ask you your birth date, always take 10 years off of your answer. That'd be a
It'll
good way
keep
to
me
mess with them.
longer.
I know, right? Okay, here we go. Leonard Family Fun. Have a great day, everyone. About to get ready so we can get some breakfast and then roam the ship streets.
have fun, Tanisha.
Yes.
You and Bobby.
Have a blast.
How about take pictures and stuff? All right.
And oh wait, you have it in the wrong time zone. It needs to be in Central Standard Time. Yeah, I know, right?
All right. All right.
I got
I'm
some
on the East
Central.
Coast, so
Yeah.
East Coast to me. I don't believe on that later time.
Yeah, and Emily says, I'm going to start doing that, Randy. Good idea. Oh, my God. This is terrible. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for visiting the show today. We got 2 on location, 2 in the studio, and the show must go on. So,
Amen. Yep.
yeah, we got some dedicated folks on the team. So let's bid everybody adieu. Y'all take care of each other out there. God knows our time is borrowed and limited. And
Amen to that.
y'all hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.
And just to lift up everybody's spirits, we're going to have a different outro today.